Hey guys, right there on here, back with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about, is it worth it to get the pack-ins, the inserts, the manuals, anything that came with the game originally? Is it worth it? Short answer is yes, it is kind of worth it. Monetary value as well as peace of mind, and not to mention, when you do decide, or if you do want to get rid of a certain game or a certain franchise or just your whole collection, it can be beneficial for you to not only get your money's worth, but also kind of get an idea of what it was like when the game was brand new back in the day. So I have a couple examples here. Mega Man Command Mission, great game, awesome game. You got Zero, you got Mega Man, and this actually came with a card. It came with a card, an insert, and everything, and I have everything for it. You'd never see it with the card. I was actually kind of baffled that I even saw the card when I bought this copy, I want to say 2 years ago. But this would be a game that was actually, that it actually makes it worth it. Other pack-ins and stuff, and what I mean by pack-ins, I mean like, I guess I mean like things that came with the game. Like, for example, Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, everybody knows that the Animal Crossing came with a specific memory card. Now, the memory card was packed in with the game because the game was very big. There was a lot of stuff that you could do in the game, and, unfortunately, you needed all the memory that you can, so they provided one for you. But typically, when you buy Animal Crossing, you would not see it with the memory card. But my copy, I do have the memory card. So, and I have all the inserts and everything. Now, I think it's dependent on what type of game it is and how important it is to you. So when you're collecting out there, you do have I do have some friends that they don't necessarily collect loose, but they don't really mind if it doesn't have the manual, or it doesn't have an insert, or if it doesn't have this, or it's supposed to come with a shirt or whatever. They don't really mind at all. So they prefer just to play the games. It's at the end of the day, it's about playing the games, but it's all about experiencing what the game was like when it was brand new. In my opinion, I think that, how the game was when you went to your Walmart, your GameStop, and or your Toys R Us, and you picked up the game and you took off the seal and stuff, and you experienced it the first time, all the stuff that came with it and stuff that, let's just say, a lot of people lost. So, unfortunately, but I like to experience that because, I never really grew up, like I said, with the GameCube. I'm just now collecting the full set. So it's, for me personally, I prefer it to be the way it was. Now, there are some instances that you will not, you won't even really care. I didn't even know that this game, Bounty Hunter, Star Wars Bounty Hunter, came with a exclusive Jango Fett card. It's written right here on the front of the cover, and I do not have it. I have the registration, the manual, the precautions, but I don't have the card. And most likely trying to search for it will be next to possible. I would have to buy this sealed in order for me to get the card that came with it. Now, do I really care? Not really. I don't really care if I have the card or not, but part of me is wanting to get the card. So I'm not, that's what I tell you guys. You don't have to actively be searching for something. You could just be mindful of it. Like, I'm mindful that this has a card for it that I would love to have to complete this, to make it, how it was when it came out and when it was brand new. But I'm not actively searching for it. Another one for me that was very difficult to find was this game. Was not this game, but the card for this game. This card popped up on eBay one time. I think like one time out of a whole year. I put it in my search options, and it's the Successors card. Naruto Successors with, Sasuke, Naruto, Sakura. And this is a very different variant cover for this game. And I just found it so so difficult to find this card. I popped up and I ended up losing the bid. So eventually I ended up buying this game with the card already, and I sold the other copy that didn't have the card. Now, with GameCube games, there were pack-ins with cards. There were pack-ins with inserts. They had different promotional options and stuff that you can send in, mail in stuff. There were stuff tied to it, like shirts and stuff, promotional cards, even comic books. Like this Batman Dark Tomorrow had a exclusive limited edition comic book, and I do have the comic book. It is right here. It's in the back, and you can read it. That was just something awesome that they used to do back then. They don't really do that much now, which is kind of sad, to be honest, because that was what we were really looking for and expecting for a lot of these games back when they came out and stuff. But I honestly think it is worth it, in a monetary value and just peace of mind, and the experience. I 100% think it's worth it, because you just collecting, if you're just collecting just the box art and the game, you're not getting the full experience. In my opinion, you're not. You'll get the full experience when you have everything with you, whether it came with that poster that you wanted, or like Gale of Darkness, it came with a poster. So a lot of these things, a lot of kids back then, when we were kids back then, we expected. So it made it fun, and it made it intriguing, and it's unfortunate that they only put these things with the Switch games that are like limited edition or limited run kind of stuff. But they don't really typically do it for like normal releases and stuff. But throughout the GameCube set, I can name a few games that do have pack-ins and posters and inserts and promotional stuff and mail-in stuff that you could do and use that were just freaking awesome. And it's something that you had to be there. You had to be there and experience. But I 100% think it is worth it. Just to conclude this video, you guys just be on the lookout for some of these games and games in the future. Some PlayStation 2 and Xbox games came with exclusive stuff with it. But I 100% is worth it. And typically it's easier to sell if you want to get rid of it. When you do decide to sell your collection, or if you want to downsize or get rid of some stuff, having the manual, the inserts, at least having the manual and the inserts and everything will make your life way easier on selling it, because you have everything completed. That concludes today's video, guys. You guys have a fantastic Thursday. Take care. Peace.